Good morning and welcome to a day in the life of a worship pastor. So I have done this type of video before. Last time I did this was like on a Sunday and I showed you the Sunday stuff. But I thought it would be really cool to show you kind of the just day-to-day stuff. Today is Monday. I show a lot of this in regular vlogs too, so if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe because every vlog that I do, I have something usually behind the scenes of a worship pastor in it because that is what I am, and I'm at the church every day, Monday through Thursday, so I get a lot of behind the scenes just in regular vlogs. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you do turn on notifications, but today's just going to be just about behind the scenes of a worship pastor. On Mondays, usually we have staff meeting, but we're not actually having staff meeting today. We're doing one-on-ones with our pastor, and then we're having a staff meeting a different day this week. So usually on Mondays, we get to the office for about an hour, and then we go to the coffee shop and have our staff meeting there. That's every Monday pretty much is what we do. That's kind of like a recent thing. The past couple months we've been doing it pretty much always at the coffee shop, but today things are a little bit different. I was hoping we'd be able to do that because I was going to film a little bit there, but that's usually what we do. I'll have to do another one of these, or I mean I always vlog like I said, so you see that on regular vlogs as well, but this is just more of a focused video on just behind the scenes stuff. So we're almost to the church right now. We're going to go in, and obviously I can't show you you know, everything I do, and I can't show you, I'm not going to set up the camera and show you 3 hours of me sitting there working on the computer. So of course it's just going to be the highlights, just going to be little, you know, little glimpses into what we do. But I know if you're not familiar with worship pastors or with a ministry job, you probably think, what on earth do you do there all week? Because that's what a lot of people think. So one of the things I like to do is show what we do, and that there's a lot that goes into it, way more than Sunday morning. All right, so we're in the office right now. Okay, so right now I'm on the computer. I'm about to schedule for our night of worship. It's just gonna be some singers, and it's like an acoustic style night of worship. Normally I would have sent it out by now, but it's gonna be a lot more simple than our normal nights of worship. So I'm getting that schedule. We use Planning Center. Keyboard right now, figuring out some keys and stuff for the songs. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, kind of working on, just figuring out some music stuff. So let's work on that. Pastor. Like I said, we're not doing a regular staff meeting today. We're gonna do that later in the week. So we're gonna do like a one-on-one, just actually like 2-on-1, me and Manny, with our pastor. So anyway, that's what we're about to do in just a few minutes. I just started recording. Okay, so I just recorded a whole clip and totally, well, yeah, I didn't record it. I didn't press record. It's happened to me a couple times. But anyway, we had our meeting. It went great. Our pastor and his wife was there. We love when she is there. So anyways, we are at the coffee shop right now because we're going to kind of check everything out for night of worship to see what we need to bring, what we don't need to bring, kind of what we're working with so we can do more scheduling. So as I said in this clip that I thought I recorded, every day is really different. So Monday we do a lot of meetings, we do, you know, a lot of songs, a lot of scheduling, that kind of stuff. And then each day kind of has different stuff, but it's usually pretty consistent each week. Some weeks are just totally different. So today's going to be a little different. We're going to be in here for a little bit, checking some stuff out. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, so we're leaving the coffee shop. We got a frappe to share. But yeah, it's a frappe with a shot of espresso, so it is coffee. Usually I get iced coffee or hot. I've never gotten a frappe, but it's really good. I mean, I've had like frappuccinos from Starbucks before, but this is really good. You can definitely taste the coffee, which I like. So we're just sharing a little drink. Got everything done that we needed to get done in there for now, and headed back to the office. All right, now I have to make a call because we're trying to order something, and you have to call to do it. So that's what I'm gonna do. What's it called when I'm gonna order? It's really loud. How can I help you? Hi, my church and I were looking at the drum enclosures, and we were wanting to purchase the micro drum enclosure.
Yeah. Is there any questions, Chapel, or are you just ready to purchase? I mean, what would you prefer?
Yeah, I think we were just wanting to go ahead and purchase. How do we go about that?
Our timeline right now is anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks, just because we do have a pretty high demand.
Okay. Okay, that's perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye. And I'm assuming he hung up. I doubt he's sitting there trying to listen to us talk. So Manny and I are sitting here right now, and it is actually, what time is it? 12:14. So we're working on the set for this weekend. Now, if you know me as a worship pastor, I like to have the set out by noon on the day that I get it out. I don't know why. I literally, ever since I started leading worship, whatever day that I normally send the set out, I like to do it by noon. I've always been like that. It's, to me, noon is when it needs to go out. I love having a schedule like that. Even though I don't have to have it out by noon, I pick whatever day I want to send it out. Everything is pretty much left up to me, but I love to have a routine like that. It just helps me to stay organized, so I always try to get out by noon. Today, we've had a few other things. Like I said, today's been different. So, and I don't always get out by noon. When we have meetings, sometimes it just gets hard, and most of our team, I mean, they're at work or, during the school year at school or whatever, so they don't look at it at noon anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But we're kind of working on it right now. We do usually 4 songs a week. We have 3 on there right now. This is a set we had planned before for this past week, and we actually changed it up because we did all acoustic on this past Sunday. So anyway, we ended up, the set we originally had for this past Sunday, we're gonna do for this week. It's gonna be a good set. But we're just trying to get this one more song, and then we will send out emails and make sure everybody's good to go. If they're not, we try to schedule somebody else. If we can't do that, occasionally things have to be changed up. So that's what we're doing. Mondays are kind of full of this kind of thing. Okay, so we also plug these iPads back in on Sunday, and then I unplug them on Monday. That way they don't like overcharge. They don't need to stay plugged in all the time. So gotta get that done. This is what I call the worship center, because that's what we've called it at previous churches, but here we just kind of call it the sanctuary, auditorium, worship center, whatever we call it. Soundboard is back here. You guys have seen in vlogs before that side of the building. That's like a whole new side that they just got literally right before we came here. It's so nice. It's so amazing. Let me just walk out here for just a minute. Got some music playing. These lights come on as you walk through, so kind of dark right now. Coffee shop, which is the same coffee shop that we just went to, but we have one here. Trying to get the lights to come on. I have this whale left over from VBS. Actually, some VBS decorations still up, but anyway, the lights are on now. It is just like so beautiful over here. The flooring is so nice. So this is our new side. I've shown it in vlogs, but I just thought it would be kind of cool to show today a little bit too. I'm obsessed with the flooring. Like, I want a house with floors like this. I'll walk back over here, and we have our worship center. Manny's measuring. It's really hot in here too. Manny is measuring for our new drum enclosure. So let's see. It's like really hot in here. It's like cool over there, and then when we walk in here, it's like a sauna or something. Okay, so it's not gonna be bad. Okay, so yeah, just like logistical things, like we get a new drum enclosure, we don't want it to cover that screen. So like measuring to make sure that this is gonna be okay, it's looking like it's gonna be fine. If we had to, we could just move the drums. I do like the way they are. I like the drummer to be behind me for signals and things like that. I wouldn't want him like all the way over there and me over here. But we can always change the whole stage around if we had to. It's nothing set. Right, I mean, nothing's set. He could be over there. So this is the keyboard that I use on stage. Yamaha Mox F8 or MOX. I don't know how they say that. I always just say Mox F8. That probably isn't right, but so this is the keyboard that I use. My laptop's not in here right now, but I also run main stage for my laptop. That's how I get my sounds on the keyboard. We have a pad player. She's great. She does a great job. But she also watches my videos sometimes, so maybe she's watching this. Hi, Melissa. But she does a great job back here, and she also uses main stage. Her computer is right there. This stage looks super cool with like the lights, and I've shown that in vlogs before. Those lights are not on right now, but we have the cool colored lights, and then we have the haze machine and all that. Stage looks like a whole different stage. Not nearly as big as I was picturing. I'm like picturing something massive. All right, so it's lunchtime. Actually, a little bit later than we normally go to lunch. Depends on the day. Again, every day is kind of different and requires different things. On Wednesdays, we leave early. So I like to go to lunch a little earlier because I don't like to go to lunch later and then feel like I leave as soon as I get back. Just don't feel great about that. So those days, on Wednesday, I like to go a little earlier. Just so it makes sense. I mean, even though we leave early, we can take a lunch, so it really doesn't matter. We can take it whenever we want. But, you know, just like to do it that way. So we are gonna go home, get some lunch. We get an hour for lunch. Sometimes we like just get lunch and bring it back. It just depends on how busy our day is. Yeah, so we're heading home for lunch right now, and we're gonna head back for work. I'm burning up. I mean, he's like got his head out the window. It's hot in here and can't really use the air when you're filming, so bye. Thank you, Lord, for this food. In Jesus' name, amen. But anyway, this is my food today. I bought the box in here so I could show you. So this is a worship pastor lunch. It has nothing to do with that, but this is, oh, whoops. This is a day in my life, so this is what I'm eating. Usually I only eat freshly meals for dinner, and I'll just have something small for lunch, but I was kind of feeling this for lunch today. Do something different for dinner, but it's kind of a big lunch for me. But I'm excited about it. It's some fish, and I don't really know what all this is over here, but it looks nice. Okay, so this is just on my phone, but we sent out the set for this week. So like I said, we use Planning Center. This is this week's set. Over here, this is our graphic for the night of worship. So I'm gonna go ahead and post this on social media. So this one already has our logo on it over there. Usually I would add a logo to it. I do social media as well, so I make graphics. We use something called Church Motion Graphics. It's a paid for thing that kind of gives you files that you can change to make them your own, completely change them, whatever. So that's what I've mostly been using for social media. You can use that for sermon stuff and all of that as well. You can completely make your own from scratch, whatever, we do that as well. So it just depends, but when I add the logo to it, I use Adobe Spark Post. That's what I use to put the logos on, and I use that to make thumbnails a lot of the time, most of the time actually. Okay, so I'm still working on some social media stuff. I don't normally do a ton of that on Mondays. I've been kind of doing that on Tuesdays for some reason, and then I schedule post as well now. That's something that I haven't always done, but I prefer doing it that way just so I don't forget, or it's easier if there's like a holiday or something to plan ahead of time, and like, okay, like the 4th of July, I obviously know when that is. I know I want a post to go up, so I schedule it however far in advance. So I use Buffer for that. Very common, a lot of people do. Ignore the fingerprints, but anyways, this is like a picture. I want to put a follow us on Spotify thing, so I'm gonna type that in here, find a font that I like. They had words that said follow us on Spotify as one of the options, but I didn't really like the font. So kind of particular. I'm gonna find a font that I like. I already have something in mind. Back in the sound booth. I am going to go ahead and put the songs in for this week. I don't usually do this on Mondays. Usually actually Thursday. I like for everything to be done Thursday when we leave. We're off on Fridays. We come back in on Sundays, so I don't like to really put things in Sunday morning unless we have to. So anything that we have ready, we always want to have in during the week. This door just started opening to this closet. And I got a little bit scared. That was creepy. Open up Pro Presenter. Make sure this is on Sunday morning. I'm gonna get rid of this past Sunday. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put the songs in. So these should pretty well be edited because we've done all these before and edited them all last time. If there's a new song that isn't in here, it is a lot more work. I will show you guys really quickly. I showed this in a vlog recently, but I'll show you the settings. And instead of just like screen recording, I'm literally just showing you as I'm doing it, like literally very real and raw. We used Futura Medium. And then, let me see, down here, what is happening? This like won't click. There we go. So it actually should look like this. Whoa. Futura Medium, 72. Typically, I mean, that kind of depends. We try to keep it at that, but it kind of depends. So down here where it says that, AV, we put that to 8. So what that does is separate the font. So if you like make that smaller, keep losing my mouse, make that smaller, the font goes closer together. And this is like at 0, so that just makes it look that way. And then if you go up to 8, it kind of like separates the font out. So this to us looks like the Bethel font. This is like our perfect formula for font. And we usually try to put 2 lines at a time where it is possible. It looks like for all of this song, that is what we did. 2 lines. I don't like what I call a novel on the screen. I like a couple lines to where it's not confusing. I'm filming. You're fine. Bye, see you later. He walked in and thought that they forgot to shut the lights off. But anyway, my pastor. So yeah, that's kind of how we do our font here. It's like a new way, and I really like it. I know it's probably like, if you don't do this, you're probably like, why do I care about what font you use? But if you do this, it's kind of fun to come up with new, well, not that we came up with it, I'm sure people do this. Like I said, it looks very similar to what Bethel uses, so I'm almost wondering if it's not the same. Now let's talk about backgrounds really quickly. Backgrounds are really important to me, and also over here on this iPad, we have the DMX lighting, so we have all of that on here. So that's not connected right now, but you guys know it's the lights that go on the stage and all of that, so that's what we run that off of. So our backgrounds always match the lighting. So, you know, I would put in Planning Center, say I had a red background, red, you know, worship lights. So I'm going to find some backgrounds really quickly. Also with the font, since this one wasn't done, I'll show you. We also go to all caps. You may have noticed that in the other one, but just click all caps. That way it looks that way. If it's not caps, it's like that. We like all caps. Okay, so it is after 4 o'clock. We went to the store and got one of these, actually a few of these sparkling ice waters. This is cherry limeade. It's so good. I love these. I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video. Let me know if you liked it in the comments down below. Flies are coming at me, but let me know if you liked it in the comments. And also, please don't forget to subscribe. It is free, and so why not do it? And you'll never miss a video. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified next time I upload, if that's something you're interested in. And I will see you guys in the next one. Remember, you are incredible. Jesus loves you. See you next time.